Wow, what is this? It's not Doom. That would be correct. We are playing Heretic this time. And for a lot of you, I'm pretty sure you have no idea that Heretic honestly is right up there with Doom as being one of my favorite all-time first-person shooters. I just have always loved the aesthetic, the look, the enemies, the weapons, the overall design and gameplay of Heretic is very nice. I think a lot of people give it the reputation of being a Doom clone, even like a Doom ripoff in some regards. Obviously, not just because it uses the Attack 1 engine and is directly, if I remember correctly, John Romero gave this this game its blessing, his blessing. It was made by Raven, who is now unfortunately completely taken over with Call of Duty bullshit. Great studio relegated to doing something just dreadful, in my opinion. But here we are. This is Wayfarer. This actually won a CAC award a couple years back, and I've always wanted to talk about it and make a full in-depth video covering this, but I figured let's give this a shot. We're going to try doing something different where I am going to actually record myself doing like a Let's Play, and I don't know, let's have a little fun and see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and start off, and immediately you can already see, if you're familiar with Heretic, just what we're starting off with, in that it immediately gives you a Tome of Power, and that's really going to set the stage for what it is you're going to deal with during this entire episode of Heretic. There's also a couple things that have been boosted, and I'll get to those as we play along. Let's go ahead and just cause some mayhem. We'll go ahead and grab this, and we're going to activate it. Right here, I like to just kind of skip a lot of this and go straight for the Undead Knights here. And make my way up here. Kind of push forward. Hop down here. Because it'll help out a lot if I have the Tome of Power still active. I've taken out the worst enemies of the bunch, and it's just now left me with a bunch of fireball-throwing gargoyles. But nothing to worry about so long as you keep your shots true. I guess I should also mention that I do have free look on, but I am keeping true to the auto-aim that is present in the game. And my justification for that is I want to have a little bit more fun with this, be able to look around and not deviate from the overall original design of how the game is supposed to function. I had one more reason, but now I'm distracted by this gargoyle who is stuck. He'll come back around. Oh, here we go. He's unstuck now. Alright. So we've gone ahead and take care of all of them. Before I go into that teleporter, I'm going to kind of make my way over to these gauntlets. Pretty much the Doom chainsaw. But in a way, probably cooler. I do really like these. Alright. And apologies if you're hearing a little bit of reverb in my voice. I have just moved into a brand new apartment. I've not been able to get any of my acoustic paneling up on the walls. So it's probably going to be like this for a couple of videos. Methinks, at least. Alright, so we've gone ahead and take care of all of them. I'll go ahead Oh, that's right. The teleport just takes me back here. Excuse me, it's been a little while since I played this. Alright, I don't plan on coming back here once I go through these big doors that are over here. I'll just go ahead and take care of them with the Elven Wand. And what you may have noticed is that the wand itself, it's a little more powerful. It has been bumped up just a little bit, and it makes it a more viable starting weapon that you will find yourself going back to periodically to save ammo. Alright, so we got this little mess, so we'll go ahead and take that. And we'll go ahead and supercharge our weapons. Easy peasy. I'll come back for these other guys, but I mostly want to run in here and take out the undead knights. Hell yeah. So now the way that I have my controls is I'm using a Razer Basilisk mouse, which gives me 2 additional buttons near my thumb. And so the way that I have this laid out is that obviously primary fire is in my left click, but since there is no secondary fire in this game, I went ahead and supplied that button the right click with my activate item button. And then the 2 buttons near my thumbs allow me to cycle through, as you can see right there. Just making things much easier so I can get through items and activate them in the midst of battle. Ow. Got a little cheap shot on me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lower these bars. You could continue going on this way. However, there's some stuff down here that we need to get. Namely, a quartz flask and a handful of these time bombs that I don't use very often, but sometimes I will. Now, there are 2 things to keep in mind down here. One is this wall, and this is pretty much impossible to find. I will start this first secret by saying that the creator of this map, or this whole WAD, did not go about making the easiest secrets to find, let me tell you. There's a whole bunch throughout this whole WAD that I actually had to look up, whether that's on the Doom wiki or going into Doom Builder and actually finding them myself through that. But these are pretty obscure secrets that you'll find throughout the game. But we'll go ahead and lower that down. And this brings you to the ship that is visible from where you started. Pretty cool. You get a bag of holding from there, which will help in supplying us with some more stuff we need. That will take you back up, but there's, like I said, 2 secrets down here. We'll go ahead and activate the unlit torch, which then brings you over here. Pretty cool. That's a building that you do not access, I don't believe, at least during this level. Maybe you do in the second one, but I don't recall. But it is pretty neat. I like secrets like this. But it brings you around back to where we started here. There was an invisible wall here preventing you from being able to come over, and this is the reason why. Now we got time bombs and a shadow sphere that I rarely ever use, to be honest. It does allow you to... how do I put this? Some attacks will actually go through you. they won't actually hurt you. There is some benefit to using it, but I think it's only specific, very specific enemies where that's the case. And as you can see, if you're not privy to Heretic and the way that it works is that some of these attacks, they're going through this guy. That is because some of the shadow enemies that you will encounter, just like if you were to use a shadow sphere, some attacks will go through them, namely physical attacks. Magic attacks will work. But I kind of figured that the bow was all magic, but I guess the little arrows on the sides are considered physical. Don't know why. Get our first were dragon, take him out real quick and easy. Okay, let's see that in action, where this goes through him. Well, he kind of just got pushed out of the way. Let's go ahead and I'll show you with the staff. See, can't get hurt. No damage, because it's a physical attack. So instead, use the Elven Wand. Or, as we'll find out later, using the Dragon Claw, which is in this room. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip these guys, just so we can get the Dragon Claw. One of my favorite weapons in any game. Not even kidding. Some people hate this weapon. Primarily because of the admittedly very loud sound it makes when you fire it. I will admit it. It is loud, and it can be obnoxious, but I don't care. It sounds powerful. It looks and sounds powerful. I wonder if y'all heard any of what I just said. That was pretty loud. That's another reason why I really like Heretic. This game is loud, and it's stereoscopic, if that makes any sense. It just... everything sounds wide and massive. Alright, here's the first really obscure secret. Would you believe that the way to figure this out is you have to get this brick into this spot? Yeah. I know. This is an id Tech 1 game. That's obviously not something that you would be looking out for, but if you do this... oh, and now it got replaced. There's another one, and I think 2 levels from here, same exact thing, and I couldn't figure this one out on my own. But on my first playthrough, this WAD on it's the Coliseum map. We'll get to it eventually. But I actually did that by accident. I accidentally picked up the loose brick and then placed it where I needed to, all by accident. And I do admit, it felt great that I was able to do that on my own, but the entire time, though, I still felt like that was ridiculous. Alright, come on. There you go. Alright, so I've barely taken any damage in this map so far. And it's basically done, I think. I do believe this is the last secret. Let me go ahead and just check real quick. Yep, all enemies, all secrets discovered. We are ready to move on. Very epic. Alright, let's move on. That was Fires of Mourning. 100% on everything. Nice. Kills items and secrets in 14 minutes and 15 seconds. What a very good start. This, by no means, really... it sets a little bit of what to expect. Like, there's more items, and your weapons are a little bit stronger, and you're facing denser enemies. And it is setting the stage, but we haven't yet seen what Wayfarer is really about. Later on, it basically becomes the slaughter wad of Heretic. And I remember specific points where I think I had to basically put God mode on to finish. Which is a problem for me because I'm basically playing this on ultra violence. But it's been years, and I've gotten a little bit better since then. So hopefully I can continue this trip. I basically hardly took any damage on this one. Made it through easy peasy. Yeah, let's see if I can continue that. Just want to say thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next map. Jade Baths. See you then.